right, good morning, Girl Scouts. My name is Laura, and I am the program specialist with Girl Scouts of Central Maryland. And today I'm going to be doing the Junior Simple Meals badge. So we are going to just wait a couple minutes to let a few more people log on, and then we are going to get started. So if you would like to comment where you're watching from, we love to see where everyone is watching from. We are here in Central Maryland, but we know we have people all over the place, so we would love to see where you guys are watching from. So. There we go, that's better. Alrighty, so like I said, we are doing the Junior Simple Meals badge, and so the first step of this badge is to step up your work with a pro. And one of the things that you can do is tour a kitchen with a pro. And so you can either do a tour of your own personal kitchen with someone in your house who's a really great cook, like your mom or your dad or an older sibling, whoever the best chef in the house is. Or YouTube also has a lot of really great videos of professional chefs doing tours of their home kitchens or of their restaurant kitchens. So there are lots of options on there as well. One that I found is called Kitchen Crashers, and it's on the Chat Elaine YouTube channel. It's some really great videos of professional chefs touring their home kitchens, just to kind of get a feel of the different ingredients and things that they think are important to keep in their kitchens, and just kind of to see the cool, the different types of appliances that they have and those sorts of things. So YouTube is a great resource for that as well. And also just as you're going along with this badge, if you ever find that there's something that you don't know how to cook or something that you want to learn how to cook, YouTube has a lot of great videos teaching people how to make different things that maybe you've never tried before. So definitely use YouTube to your advantage during this time. So there are a lot of great videos already on there and people constantly making new videos. So definitely check that out. So that is step one of this badge. Step two is to make a great breakfast, and that is what we are going to be doing today. And then once we finish with that, I will go through the rest of the through the rest of the steps with you guys. But first, we are going to make a great breakfast. And so there are a couple different things that you can do with this. You could do like an easy everyday breakfast that might be like yogurt and granola with some fruit that you can kind of take on the go with you, or do a little bit of a fancier breakfast like pancakes and French toast that maybe you might do on the weekend when you have a little bit more time. But today we are going to be making an egg dish. And so my personal favorite is kind of a play on an egg McMuffin from McDonald's. And so I just have my English muffin, my egg, my cheese, and my meat, which I chose just to do a slice of ham. And on my egg McMuffins, I like my eggs fried. But if you want to do it scrambled or over easy or however you like your eggs, that would be great. And just to get even a little bit more practice, you want to ask some of the people in your house how they like their eggs, and then you can make those for them so that you can try making your eggs in a couple of different ways to get some good practice. So I'm going to start with my egg McMuffin. I'm going to start by putting my English muffin in the toaster oven. And so you want to kind of keep an eye out on it so that it doesn't burn. But I always like to get it in there first, just kind of to get it started. So I'm going to toast it on a nice low temperature while we get the rest of this started. So I'm going to turn on my stove about medium. I'm going to put a nice chunk of butter on there. Get that melted up a little bit. I think butter adds a nice taste, but it also helps to so that the eggs don't stick to the bottom of the pan. So I'm just kind of spreading that around everywhere. Getting it nice and even coat so that my eggs don't stick. All right. Put that right back down. Again, kind of getting it even all over the pan. And again, I have it on about medium heat. Alright, that looks good. It's starting to bubble up a little bit. Now I'm going to take my egg, excuse me, I'm just going to crack it right onto the pan. Trying to make sure I don't get any shell in there. I'm just going to put that to the side. And then I'm going to squish the yolk just a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to try to keep all the egg just right kind of in the middle together. Just trying to keep it all close together. Nothing's kind of running out or anything. And once it gets to be a little bit more solid, I'm going to flip it over to the other side. If you think your pan is too hot, you can adjust turning up the heat, turning it down, whatever you need.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
So it's starting to bubble up nicely. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper in on this. Just a couple little shakes, not too much.
Make it smaller, size of muffin. Size of muffin.
And we want to make it about the size of our muffin if you're making a sandwich. And so I'm going to flip this over. Broke up a little bit, but that's okay. And I'm just going to try to keep everything in the middle. It's bubbling up nicely. I'm using just the single slices of Velveeta. But you can use whatever kind of cheese that you have and that you like. I'm just going to get this ready. It's bubbling out really nicely. So I'm going to add my cheese on top. Let that melt down a little bit. If you have a lid, you can put your lid on top as well. That'll kind of help to melt the cheese a little bit. And also while I'm doing that, I'm going to put the ham on here as well, just kind of to warm that up for just a little bit. Okay. You can already see the cheese is melting a little bit, which is great. I've got my plate here ready for me. I'm just going to let this sit for a little bit. And again, I like my egg fried in my sandwich, but you can do it a bunch of different ways. You could do it scrambled, you could do it over easy, however you like your eggs. And if you want to get some practice in as well, you can ask some of your family members how they like their eggs and then do that for them. Alright. So I think that this is looking good, so I'm going to turn my stove off. I'm going to get my muffin out very carefully because it's hot in there. Alright. I have my muffin down here. I'm going to take my egg and plop it right down there. Then take my meat and plop that right there on top. And then put the top of my muffin on. Alright, and there we go, I have an egg McMuffin. That is personally how I like my eggs. And then you're also going to want to go around and ask some of the people in your house how they like their eggs, and make those for them just to get some practice with making eggs. The next step is going to be to fix a healthy lunch or dinner. Oh, that's my toaster telling me that I'm done. So fix a healthy lunch or dinner so you can look for like flatbread recipes or international sandwiches that you've never tried before, and try making those for your family as a lunch or dinner. Then you're going to, step 4 is to make a delicious dessert. So you can try to have a dessert you've never tried before, or try to make a dessert healthier. And the last step is to make your own meal. So you could do like a one-pot dish, or do 3 different things that come together to make a meal, like a protein, a vegetable, and a starch. And those are your 5 steps. So I hope that you enjoyed this today. We made ourselves a nice little breakfast, and I hope that you will continue working on your cooking and improving yourself, learning from professionals either on YouTube, or if you know somebody who's a really great cook, learning from them, and just practicing your skills so that you become a better cook as you kind of keep practicing. So hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys enjoy all the meals that you make. Bye!